job today, and it's pretty funny. So let's see what happens if we turn it on. Okay, so the issue is if you don't have these bricks on it, apparently it makes it.
Let's go to work.
Okay. So we've got to stop cooking here. I smell of mint. How do you feel about that? Anyway, that's another. Okay, so the last remnants. That's it. It's all out. I'm just going to move these lovely bricks out of the way. So to get this out, we've got to take this whole construction out of here. So we've got to cut this. Wow. I remember actually fitting one of these once before. To get it in symmetrical. Quite a lot of work. And once you've cut it, then the whole thing goes in. You're presented with a couple of these 15mm going up to 22 3/4 inch. So we'll just whip them out and replace that tab, which is well finished. And the reason why it's vibrating, just in case you haven't worked out, is this is loose, but inside of here the valve is just bouncing, so it's just worn. And on top of that, this has still got the worst design, as you can see underneath. It's just got those two ridiculous screws that leak. There you go, that's the side. Yeah. Nice. Wow. That's good. Ow! Shit! Oh no! Oh my god, that just unscrewed. Oh, I don't know who this is made by. One of those. Perfect. Yes, I've got my socks, my boots off. I must have thousands of these bags. This is our new tap. Nice plasticky. Anyway, we're going to install this. Are these new? Just pop them in. One in there. And one on the other side. Right, just take these off, it's easier. Pop one on there. God, they're a bit tight. And another one over there. Take our tap. Pop that through. So, pair. So you pop that washer, rubber washer, and the nut on the back. Pop these on hand tight first, yeah, so you know that they're in the right place, and tighten them up. Yeah. At the top, just make sure that there's a little seat that they fit into there. Right, sorry about that. I had a call, somebody wanted my help. I had to give them some advice, so we've got that all snugged down. They're all hand tight, a bit more than hand. So what I'm going to do now is no, I'm not going out to the van. I'm not going out to the van for the special thing. You don't have to. Oh, great! Now the light's gone. When you take your socks off and your boots and everything, the last thing that you want to do is go back out to the van. So that that's why I'm not going out to the man. Sorry guys. Sometimes, imagine you didn't have all of the tools. That's what I always think. Make do with what you've got. If you're out in the field, you haven't got all of your lovely wearer stuff and everything. What do you do? I'm going home. No, get it done. And if you're on a desert island, oh, I know we're not on a desert island. Give me a break. Anyway, so that's the finished article. No, I don't like those. No, I'm not getting into those. There's no point today. Okay, turn that on. It's nice when somebody puts a nail there, so that when you put the cover back on, you slam your hand into it. And the other, it's just this bit here, so it's just a hand out. Let's check it works. And just put this back in. So that's our finished article. Bath all back in. We'll leave them in the bricks. Just going to find somewhere nice to park. I'm just going to park here, I think. What do you think? Good place to park for the day?
Perfect.
Okay, so we've been going to this EcoFit Pure, and it's dropping pressure somewhere. So we're going to have a look around. Check all of the radiator valves. I'm looking for dampness, anything. There aren't many. So this one straight away doesn't look great. Okay, these are old TRVs. It looks a bit murky, so not great in this particular case. I'll take that off. You obviously want to check the tops as well, where the bleed valves are. Nah, not happy with that. That looks like it's leaked in the past, and if not, never liked the Drayton. So that's number one there. So we'll have a new one of those in there. There's rad number two, and again, looks like you've had some kind of issues in the past here. We'll just put this head off. It doesn't look too bad, but it's definitely weeped from there at some point, so I don't like the look of it. I'll just give that a clean up and change that valve. Check the other end. This one again doesn't. Oh, this one's loose. Okay, so there's moisture straight away in there. You can see the moisture. Yeah, it's wet. So that's where our leak is. We're going, oh, there you go. It's leaking there as we speak. Yeah, so that's our leak. It's clearly been. It's probably evaporating on this. Once it leaks out of here, it comes down here where the hot pipe is, and it'll dry out. So you'll never really notice a massive wet patch. So it's just evaporating. Change these rad valves. Get stuck in. This is Sunday, and we're working. We're fortunate that we've got a drain on this radiator and another one on the other side. Need a TRV. We've only got, I normally have TRV and lock shield, so we'll have to get one of these to remove the tail. This is bi-directional, go either way. Usual PTFE, olive cutter to split the olive so that we can change the whole tail. Pair of grips just in case, another pair of grips and a spare bit of that. So we're going to put a hose on the end of here, drain that off, drain down the system, open the valve, and we get started. Hose on here. Oh, so the one that I thought was okay, no, it's not okay. So clearly it's leaking there. And then hose into a suitable drainer, something to drain this off, and then we come back in. And now we've got our lock shields, a couple of towels obviously you need for this kind of work. Well, that's quite loose as well, so you'll hear a hiss. This other step that I always do is I always change the washers in here, just because the amount of grief that it'll cause you if you don't. There you go, you can hear it. And it's now draining down. Sounds like the pressure's out. You can hear it sucking the rest of the water out. Just the last bit in this radiator. Almost stopped running now. Pretty much. So, okay. That's a bit. Now we've got no leak underneath there, so we don't need to actually change that. Okay, so we just want to cut this off. So, monument. Cut that off. Whip that off. Grab a hold of this, pull that off, clean that, take this, pop it on. Okay. Take that out there, pop that on there, take the valve. Okay, so you want to make sure that that's fully on there. Okay, it's fully up. Always do it all by hand first. Okay, that's one end. Give that a good dry up. Put the valve cover on. Make sure that's nice and dry. Bingo, one done. I was going to complain about that being vertical. Just for you, mate. There you go. Alright, happy? This one is the tighter of the two, so crank that. Okay, now we've got to change the tail on this because that's 3/4, and what we're putting on, well, that's better than the other end, isn't it? That's it. Crimp, olive splitter, pop that off. Check to see that's not, it's a little bit. Pop that in. My Sunday assistant is going to show you how to put PTFE on a tail.
I'm holding the tape with my right hand.
Yep, and what are you doing
and
with with pinching it with your thumb and your whatever finger that is.
Finger.
So you pinch that and hold it.
And then I'm going to hold it in place and then pass it round the tail.
For one wrap.
For one wrap.
Bear in mind that Louise has never done this before.
Feel all the way round between your thumb and your forefinger. It's nice and tight.
Loads of you are going to disagree. This is what I do. I don't care what you do. I've done this for years. And leave your comments. So, this one here has got a crimp on it. I don't want to change this tail here. Pop the nut on, and I'm going to use a wrap or two of PTFE just to seal the back of the olive. Yep, wrap it round. Say once, twice. Pop that on, just round the back of it. Seals that joint, push that on, new nut, the outside and push back onto the olive. Take your new fitting, probably have to lift the radiator up here, so lift, yeah, screw that on, gain a bit of size, need to do it by hand, remember, everything's on by hand first, make sure it's pushed right up, okay, now make sure it's open, otherwise when you come to it, you'll be wondering why it's not on. So that's that. Put that on. Dry that. Okay. Washer in there because sometimes they perish. Maybe I'll just check it just for the hell of it. Finger ready. It's crap. You can see that. Look, we would have got in trouble if I just left that alone. Right, I'm going to need my assistant now. Need a couple of these washers. I keep all of the washers, all sorts of bits and pieces, so I'm ready to go on things like this, because believe me, Sunday, trouble. Okay, so we've tightened up all of this, dry all of this off, no mess on the floor. Give this a good dry up, open the valve, dry it underneath, put the cap back on. That's that one done. Next one here, got that into a bucket. This is the reality of plumbing and heating. It's not just piece of cake stuff, you've got to get stuck in. Working on a Sunday I am. The reason why is because tomorrow bloody London puts in this low emission zone and I'm in Pimlico, so that would cost me. Typical, I know. So now we've got this out, and nothing stuck in there. Great. Washer stuck in here. No fucking space to. So I'll try and get it out. I've got half of it out. There you go, there's most of it. I think that's it. New one on here. Touch of. See, 2 out of 2. I think I'll be changing that one because it's got grief attached to that one. So you've got a street elbow there, which so I'm not going to get involved with. Not today. There you go. So this one here is a street elbow and it's real tight, so I'm not going to get involved in that, because I know in the past it can cause a load of trouble on that. Okay, so this radiator is pushing right up against the top already and I haven't even got it on. So let's get it on. Double check. Important bit. Clean it up. So certain circumstances I would have changed that nut if I'd had more space and clearance, but in this case, no chance. Half top on, TLP, that's it. Check the top as well, it doesn't look too bad. Do we change this one then? What do you think? I guess we should, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
This is our last one here. I wasn't going to change this one. Oh. Whose idea was it to change this one? Yeah. Doesn't have any arm. Shit. You don't know what's going to happen when you do any of this stuff. So for me, first things first, pop this one down. Yep. More beneficial. That's not crimped, so that's okay. If a method works for you, yeah, and you've never had any grief with it, then keep doing it. Just keep doing it. There's no reason to change it, is there? That's my belief. I've been using this method for 25 years and I've never had a blocked valve and I've never had a leaking valve. Go on, watch it happen today. No, I know that it works because otherwise I wouldn't keep doing it. The same as if you keep doing anything in life. If you keep having rubbish relationships, yeah, if all your relationships are the same, yeah, and they keep ending in a particular way, then, you know, Einstein very cleverly years ago, you know, clearly more than years ago, said, expect the same result if you keep doing the same thing. So if the result is good, and in my case, I like the result, it doesn't leak. It looks fine. So why would I change it? Why would you change it? Makes no sense. If you get rubbish results, then clearly you need to change it. So I'm not petty about a bit of boss wire. Use it all of the time in gas, so no issue at all with it. And like I say, I've always used it on this, and then I've always driven the without any hairs on it, clearly. So bottom one here, God, there's hairs everywhere in this place. So for me, round the back, don't drop it down. Oh God, hairs everywhere here. Okay, so drop that on. There's none of that material going down the pipe. Anyway, so now that we've got that all out, so now we're just gonna lift up, pop down, pop that in. This is our last one, so we need to make sure that this goes right up inside, right up against the bed here. God, needs some space. Okay. What's more important is that you remember, not olive. We've all done it. We've put it all back together and had a leak and gone, what that? And then pulled it apart and found we've forgotten to put the olive in. So, you know, we've all been here. As a mate of mine used to say, best side to London. So we'll have that open now. That's it, job done. So the way you top it up is simple. You've got two valves here. Open up the first one, come to the second one, and start to open it. You'll hear a hissing noise. You need between about one. There you go, we've got a tiny bit coming into it now. So keep filling it up until you get one bar. Nice and slow. There we go. Go back to the valve, turn it off. Go to the other valve, turn that off. Yeah, you want to leave it with the valves across the pipe. The most important thing to check the work that we've done, make sure it's not leaking, and it hasn't leaked. Come to the other end, check this end, around the collars, around the nuts, everything dry. It looks dry. Check the top, that looks dry too. Just check this again. So once you've got between 1.2 and 1.5 thereabouts, that's fine. And then lastly, bleed the radiators. Done. So, checked all of the tops everywhere, all seem fine. Okay. And this is where we'll put the chemical. I guess at least we can have a look, see what's gone on there. That's 500 mil. So now that goes back into there. Yeah. There you go. Leave that on there. While it's firing up. That's getting warm. And then the boiler's working again.